Hello YouTube, my name is Paul, hope you're keeping well. I'm back today then with another Spotlight video, and today the spotlight shines on a game which caused a lot of interest back in 1989. Not only because of the gameplay or how it looked, but also because it came in some gigantic bloody box with a t-shirt thrown in with it. The game is Shadow of the Beast, which was probably one of the earliest games I remember having the Amiga in mind when it was being programmed, so it wasn't just a good old port over from the Atari ST. The game came in some really funky packaging. I think it was about £35 back in the day. It was quite expensive for an Amiga game because they generally sold for about 25 quid. So yeah, the game is Shadow of the Beast. It was published by Psygnosis and developed by Reflections, the guys who brought you Driver, for example, and Destruction Derby. It was produced by Martin Edmondson, programmed by Richard Swinfen, designed by Paul Howarth. Artist was Stephen Hammond, and it was composed musically. Composure was done by David Whittaker, who was already renowned at that point anyway for producing such fantastic title tunes like Menace and Speedball and Xenon and games like that. I think even done Platoon. But anyway, let's talk about Shadow of the Beast. So yeah, the box version I have is the long box version, as well as having the small box version, but the one thing I don't have is a t-shirt. So my copy of Shadow of the Beast I think cost me about 25-30 quid a couple of years ago. And my small box I got as part of a Kickstarter campaign for the Amiga years, I think it was. So I'll show you the box art anyway. The box art is absolutely fantastic, done by Roger Dean, who's done quite a lot of Psygnosis titles, to be honest. Amazing screenshots on the back. It was the first game I remember the term parallax from. This game had plenty of parallax scrolling, didn't it? I never heard of it before reading a preview of this game. Absolutely incredible. So there's your box. The box was quite sparse obviously because there's no t-shirt in it. It's quite a lot of space. Because the only other things that came in the box was 2 discs. These are the printed ones. I do also have 2 discs which have stickers on them. And what was quite rife back in the day, these look bloody horrible, was distributors would stick stickers on top of old stickers. So this disc, for example, has got a game called Nevermind behind it. Nevermind I think was a Cyclops release anyway, so yeah, quite a common practice. So you ever see that, don't panic and think it's almost copied, because that happened quite a lot. And if you're an Amstrad floppy disk collector, that happens all the bloody time. You also get the registration card and quite a small manual, only in English this one. Has a bit of background story about the game. Congratulations, you are now the owner of one of the most sophisticated games ever available for your computer. We're going to a bit more there, shall we? So if you go around to the back, you've got a Shadow of the Beast fact box. This is quite interesting. Total size 350 screens. Total memory use 3.5 megabytes. I nearly said 3.5 gigabytes there. Graphics data 2.2 megabytes. Music and sound data 850k. Bearing in mind a floppy disk on the Amiga only holds 880k. So how the hell did they get on 2 discs? Music sample rate 20 kilohertz. Screen update 50 times a second. Maximum number of colours on screen 128. Bloody hell. Number of different monsters 132. Maximum sprite size 220 by 150 pixels. Over half the screen. Bloody humongous end of level baddies. Level of scrolling 13 outside, 2 large areas inside. I'm assuming that's the parallax. And project duration 9 months. Imagine if modern games had those sorts of stats inside them. I tell you what, not many of these games are appreciated, are they really, when you think about the scale of them? And no one really appreciates modern games anymore, do they? But enough about the modern games. The other variant of box I got is a small one, which has been signed by Martin Edmondson. That's part of the Kickstarter project I was talking about. Inside that box is pretty much the same as what's in the large box, but minus the t-shirt. If I remember rightly, the game came out on the Spectrum, the Amstrad. I think I got it on the Commodore cartridge. I've also got it on the FM Towns Marty, which is pretty amazing conversion, to be honest. If you haven't seen it, check it out on a YouTube video because it's bloody awesome. Not as good as the Amiga version, mine, but bloody awesome. I remember beating it on the Mega Drive though, because it's the only game I had for weeks on end, and it's not a particularly large game, but it's flipping hard. So yeah, so in terms of price, like I said, I paid about 25 quid for it. The game can go anything between that and about 50-60 pound. I've even seen it go as much as £100 before, which is crazy, and that's without the t-shirt. With the t-shirt, it could fetch up to about 125, 150. But be mindful with those though, because there's quite a lot of reproduction t-shirts out there, because it can't be that expensive to produce and just put it in the box. I thought of it myself, just whacking it in the box, but I'd rather get the original t-shirt. But that's it from the collection side of it, or collector side of it, and I'll see you in the forest. Welcome to Shadow of the Beast. Psygnosis presents Beast by Reflections. Look at that parallax. Look at a multitude of clouds up there moving at different speeds. The grass, the mountains, even the trees going the wrong bloody way. Where are they going? Let's get into the game. I've not played this game very much over the last 27 years because, well, you'll see for yourself why in a minute. As the mist clears, the eerie image of a forest forms in front of you. To the east, a vast plain extends towards the horizon. Westward, however, in the thick of the forest, 1,000 pairs of eyes pierce the mist, glaring despondently back at you. Well, I suppose at least they can see. Right, so we're not going to go to the right where the horizon is, we're going to go to the left where those eerie eyes are. But the parallax scrolling is absolutely sublime, to be honest. The music is brilliant. Top left hand corner you have your health, as you don't have any more than one life. The game is very predictable. The enemies come from the same place every time you play the game, but timing is absolutely key in this game. What you see here is pretty much what you're going to get for the entire game. I've lost 2 bits of health already. If you continue to the left, you will instantly die, so into the tree it goes. Inside a winding staircase descends into darkness, pausing for a while to allow your eyes to adjust. Gotta be all flipping day. You make your way down the steps, which seem to deteriorate into makeshift planks the further you go. These are well-timed sequences to kind of take your mind off the loading, I suppose. Right, here we are. Oh, git. Bit too soon that time. This is a sort of typical platformy level. It's quite vast. Sometimes nothing can happen for quite some time, sometimes all hell breaks loose. Like these little things. Ah, not close enough, look. There we go. A bit too close. And again, oh for God's sake, really. I'm already halfway through my health already. No! Right, let's descend into darkness even more then, shall we? The thing is, you never know what's coming next unless, of course, you've played this game many, many times. You've almost got to walk into these things and give them a good old smack. Not much in the way of parallax in this level. As they go to swing your axe at you, it's a good opportunity to get in there and give them a good punch. What the hell? I think you're supposed to just punch the ball a few times, but it takes quite a lot of time really for what you get out of it. The animation on the main character is not too bad at all, but the animation on the enemy is quite sparse. I think there's normally 1 or 2 frames of animation. This guy ain't doing a lot really, is he? He's sat on his arse, playing with his ball. think it's a weapon upgrade, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be getting it now or a bit later in the game. My health is in dire position there, 4. Hey! Bonjour. That thing's awesome, look at it. Little fingers going, look. Get out of it. Get out of it. It's a shame this weapon doesn't last very long. As long as I stand there, those things keep coming. Let's go. Right. Teleport, transport. Keep descending down. Yeah, this weapon doesn't last particularly long. I don't think you can change it. There are quite long periods of this level where you literally are just walking and nothing happens. Down. Doesn't do much else, does it really? Alright, keep going down. Oh, get! No! Ah, disappeared. Excellent. Bit of energy. Just what the doctor ordered. Watch out for those green things though, they appear out of nowhere. You can jump kick as well. I don't really know where I'm going, to be honest, so bear with me as I try to escape this tree trunk. Like I said, sometimes nothing happens for ages. Until now. Who the hell's that mouth you get? What the hell? Run! Shit. No! Bastard. I'm not actually sure I'm supposed to do it. Ah! That's what I'm supposed to do. Flipping die. I've not been beyond that point, but I don't know if I'm doing things in the right sequence or not. Right, let's get to the sad ending sequence, and then I think I might give it one more go and then call it a day. So I think I've played this game about 4 or 5 times now. I seem to only get to the same blinking place. I think every Shadow of the Beast has got an ending sequence like this. But as you go through the trilogy, I think they get better and better actually. It lasts about 30 seconds, but you can't skip it. A bit like the introduction sequence before the game, it's quite small, nothing much happens. A really nice high-res image of a Roger Dean piece of art. But again, you can't skip it either. And I'll give it one more go because it is rock solid. I might do it a different sequence this time, but I don't think that'll make much difference, to be honest. There is a key I've got to obtain, I think, on that level somewhere. Right, let's crack back on with the game. I don't know if the Amiga version's harder than the Mega Drive version, or I just had significantly more patience back in the day, but who knows? Maybe I cheated back in the day. Who knows? I don't know. Don't think I did. Like I said, it was the only game I had for flipping weeks on end. More eyes glaring back at me again. Right, let's go back this way again. It's got to be this way. The other way is a long way to get to the castle. It'd be quite disappointing if I get there and I require a key. Jumpy, jumpy. Oh. Let's do it. Like I said, it must have been some kind of demonstration program back in the day. It's more of a demonstration program than a game, to be honest. I mean, graphically and sonically it was absolutely incredible. And it certainly did give the Amiga a massive boost. Because if you ever played the ST version of this game, it's nowhere near as good as this. If I remember rightly, the play area is a lot smaller. The colours are, well, looks a bit washed out and it's very, very jerky. Whoa, but yeah. It certainly did the Amiga a favour or two, didn't it? I suppose you'd expect quite a bit more though for £35 back in the day, wouldn't you? This is pretty much the extent of what you're going to see. Hello? It's funny how drawbridges seem to feature on lots of games, or rope bridges, whatever the hell they are. Alright, let's go. Straight to the gut. So far, so good. Right, I'm not sure if I should take this now or take it later. Right. Because I can't decide, I'll take it now. Quick, let's go. So maybe if I don't use it and then get to that flipping mouthy git and use it on him. Maybe I should go down here first and teleport. Not that I need the energy at this point in time though. That might be a bit of a wasted trip. All right. I'm sure there's a key around here somewhere. I can never remember where the hell the bloody thing is. Ah, special weapon's gone anyway. I suppose it takes you 24 minutes to complete the game if you know where the hell you're going. unlike me. Right, here we go. Run! Shit. Oh my goodness. That's it, I'm going to call it a day. I might watch a playthrough video and see what I'm supposed to do there, but blinking hard. I'll see you for the conclusion. So, to conclude then, Shadow of the Beast is certainly a game you'd want in your collection, because of historical reasons more than anything. Gameplay is quite crap, to be honest, but the fact that it was a game written specifically for the Amiga first, to showcase what the machine could do graphically and sonically, and then ported across to all the other formats, and not built on the ST and ported across to the Amiga, it probably made developers stand up and think, shit, actually, you know what, we need to make our Amiga games from scratch, because the Amiga can do so much more than the Atari ST. So for me, I think that part of 89 going into 90, you actually started to see Amiga games looking different to their Atari ST counterparts. So in that respect, it deserves to be in anybody's collection. Like I said, the gameplay itself is very bland. As you can see from the video there, I kind of got bored of it really quickly. I played it about 4 or 5 times, but I couldn't progress any further. Because I, to be honest, I had no interest in bloody doing it, to be honest. But as a collector's piece, like I said, absolutely a must for an Amiga collector to have. If you've not played the PlayStation 4 version, give it a go, because there's some lovely touches in there. The developers have done a really good job, because there are a couple of nods back to the past. Some of the music is like instantly recognisable, even if it's only in small bits. And the first level looks really, really good. It looks just like playing Shadow of the Beast 1, but on current generation hardware. But the gameplay is really good, to be honest with you, on the PS4 version, so give it a go if you haven't tried it. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for subscribing, and I'll see you again real soon. Take care.